One of the biggest challenges heritage sites face when adapting to climate change is the lack of more localized climate data. Helping climate custodians visualize this data is a key pillar of preserving legacies. To make this even more accessible, Dr. Salma Sabour, our Director of Science, has pioneered the creation of the Global Dat Hub, an environmental and natural hazard database. And we had the honor to sit down with her today to talk a little bit more in depth about the Global Dat Hub. Thank you for joining us today, Salma. Salma is our amazing science director in preserving legacies. She has been democratizing data accessibility. I just want to talk a little bit about the Global Dat Hub and how does it work?
Yes, of course. Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Ellie. So the Global Dat Hub is a geographical information system. It's a space that provides access to downscale climate data. Its aim is to make comprehensive global climate data applicable at local and regional levels, but more specifically at heritage places levels. And what's in this Global Dat Hub? Essentially, it's high resolution, large scale climate data that allows you to kind of like zoom in your localized space and have very localized predictions of historical climate data or future climate data. It contains climatic data, but it also contains other environmental data, nature hazard data. So it contains a lot of type of hazards data. And this is very important for heritage practitioners because you can have some specificities, climate specificities that are not visible if you're looking at the climate regionally.
And talking about precisely about geographical location and giving that accessibility of data to climate custodians, I want you to explain to us why is it so groundbreaking? Why does it make such a difference to give this Global Dat Hub to climate custodians directly so that they can assess their own sites?
The groundbreaking thing about the Global Dat Hub, it's existing within a system that is groundbreaking, and thus you are exploring climate data with an ethical lens, with a plural knowledge system lens. You are not just looking at the data from a pure climate science perspective, but you are questioning it, you are connecting it to your observations, to your feelings, to your values. And I think this is what's make it a really interesting tool for what we are doing and for our work. It's also a space that empowers heritage practitioners and communities to engage with climate data and to take ownership of understanding and using this data to better understand how their cultural conservation practices, how their values can be impacted by climate change, and how can they respond to that.
Thank you so much, Salma. Thank you for joining us today. And
You're
thank
welcome,
you for
Ellie.
explaining the Global Dat Hub.
Thanks, Ellie.